Hello everybody, my name's Phil, this is 100% LCFC, it's 5:45ish on Friday, it's pre-match day, it's the big match. Football returns to the King Power at Leicester tomorrow for Leicester City against Newcastle United, as you can hopefully see behind us. So looking forward to what's going to be going on there. If you want to get your comments in, let us know. I thought I'd run through a few preview match facts. Big thing for tomorrow is it's the chairman's birthday. Happy birthday to Vichai, he's 60. Few little special celebrations going on for that tomorrow, which is quite nice. Put in the comments below if you're going to the match. Give you a few shout outs. We're testing some new software out. We should be streaming on Twitter, YouTube, Periscope, and of course Facebook, which is our biggest channel. So hello Tom for watching. How are you? Are you going to the match, Tom? Tomorrow we're meeting pre-match at the Blues Bar for a beer. Beers are on me tomorrow, Tom. I owe you one. Imtiaz, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Are you going to the match tomorrow, Imtiaz? What are your score predictions? If you can like and share this video wherever you're watching, retweet us. If you're watching on Periscope or Twitter, that'd be great. So yeah, let's start off with the chairman's birthday. Imtiaz says he's going to the match. See you down there. Come and see us at the Blues Bar, pre-match or post-match. Yogs5 on Periscope. Are you going? Free pizza? Always free pizza, Yogs, if you get the score predictions right. Let's go through some of the facts for tomorrow. Chairman's 60th birthday. 60 season ticket holders are going to get a renewal for free, so we're all in there for the draw. I'm looking forward to hopefully getting mine. Slim chances. I think there's 22,000 fans, so 60 out of 22,000. What are the odds on that? Somebody who's good at stats can work that one out, not me. There's going to be some fireworks pre-match at about 2:54 to 2:56, so the club say. So get down there and get your seats early if you want to watch that. That'd be great. There's chocolate coins. Okay, maybe the kids like a chocolate coin. And there's a free beer for all us hardened drinkers who like a free beer. Or water if you're driving, of course. And again, plug for one of our sponsors, ADT Taxis. If you fancy a beer before the match or after the match, get a cab down to the ground. It's always great. Saves messing around with parking. Saves messing around with queuing. Have a beer in the Blues Bar or go up to Peter's and have a pizza. Lots of plugs, there we go. The chairman had a teddy bears picnic at the Royal, I think it was at the hospital for the children's ward earlier this week. That was good to see. Lots of the players there. So, what do we think about tomorrow's game? A few facts from the team news. We're going to try tomorrow morning a team formations live video, which would be interesting. You can help us pick the team. So, sometime tomorrow morning, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, depends how early we're up, and have the bacon butties pre-match. But Matty James is out for the rest of the season. Poor Matty James. Been out for so long, wasn't he, with that injury? 18 months. Came back. Was looking pretty decent first half of this season, but Matty James is out for the rest of the season. Is that the end of Matty James? There's a question for you. Put in the comments below if you think it's the end. Yogs5 on Periscope is asking us, would we pick Hamza or Silva for tomorrow? Who do you choose? It's a great question. Put in the comments below, who do you think is going to be the midfield tomorrow? I think it pretty much picks itself because, like I say, Matty James is out. And Diddy is on a suspension for 2 games starting tomorrow from that very dubious second yellow against Brighton last week. Nick Bliss, that's a bit harsh, is saying, thank God Matty James is injured. No, Nick, none of us want that. Everybody, give us a like if you want to wish Matty James all the best. Bless him, he's done nothing really wrong for Leicester. I think he's been a great player for Leicester. A lot of people want a scapegoat. It was Andy King, he's gone, so we'll make Matty James the new scapegoat. He's injured. Who do we pick? You're all picking Chilwell. That's what it feels like. I'm going to stick up for Ben Chilwell. I think he should start tomorrow. I think he's the future. If you ask me who was better out of Fuchs or Chilwell, I'd probably just edge it to Christian Fuchs, if I'm honest. But I think Ben Chilwell's the future. Young lad. I think he's going to play tomorrow. So let us know. Nick is being really harsh on Facebook to Matty James. I'm not going to read that one out. But Nick is also predicting 4-1. Again, every week we do the predict the score, who's going to be the first goal scorer and the correct final score. So let us know what you think that's going to be. And you could be in the chance to win some Peter's Pizza. So we've gone through the Leicester team. Matty James is out. Ndid is out. Amati's out with a hamstring. Robert Huth. Anybody see Robert Huth? I've not seen him all season. I'm assuming that's the end of Robert Huth, if I'm honest. I don't think he's going to come back and play for Leicester again. But what do you think? Paul Newbold is saying that he likes King. Yeah, a lot of us like Andy King. Out on loan at Swansea. Well, we'll see what happens there. So the Newcastle team news, by the way, is Our old friend Islam Slimani cannot play for Newcastle. Obviously, he's tied by the clubs that's not allowed. Not that he'd have scored anyway, bless him. Joslu, don't know if I'm saying that, was been out injured, but he's fit, and Mo Diame is also fit. So, pretty good form for Leicester going into this. Here's some stats. I know Tom likes stats. Leicester have won our last 5 matches against Newcastle, 4 of them being in the Premier League and 1 in the Cup. So we're 5 wins on the spin against Newcastle. So is that mean that it's going to be doom and gloom? Is there a chance that they're going to change that? Here's a question for you, a little quiz question. There's no prizes, but put us in the comments if you can answer this. When was the last time Newcastle won at Leicester? Can anybody remember when was the last time Newcastle United came to Leicester and won at the King Power? In fact, I shouldn't say that. I'm going to give you a bit of a clue. It maybe wasn't at the King Power Stadium. There you go. There's a massive clue. I've let it slip maybe. When was the last time Newcastle won at Leicester? Get in the comments. Pat on the back. Hello to Richard Wilson. How are you? Thanks for watching. Hello to Donna Wallace. Hello to Emma, who's watching as well. Emma Holloway. Thank you for please like and share. We've got lots of people watching on YouTube as well, and Facebook and Periscope. So if you're on those channels, help us out. Get your score predictions in. We've been going live on Facebook for a long time now, but we are stretching our wings a little bit and going out on other channels. That's a quiz question for you. Paul Newbold says 1867. No, Paul, that wasn't the last time Newcastle won. Paul, have you been down the pub already tonight? You've been putting some very bad comments, well, not bad comments, funny comments in. Nick Bliss says Newcastle are on decent run. Well, you say decent run. Let me check my stats here. Newcastle have not won away since they played Stoke on New Year's Day. So all these are the ingredients in my book for a Newcastle away win, but we'll come on to that in a bit. We beat them, of course, at the Toon Army headquarters in December 3-2, which was a great away win. And I want to see, has anybody... Hi, Andreas, how are you? Paul Newbold says, I wish. Andreas, when do you think was the last time that Newcastle came and beat Leicester at Leicester? Any guesses? It was quite a little while ago. Again, I've given a clue because I've said it wasn't necessarily at the King Power Stadium. But maybe was it when it was at the Walker Stadium? Maybe it was when it was Filbert Street. So can anybody get that just for a bit of go? Yogs 75 on Periscope is saying Beardsley & Co. first game of the season. No, that wasn't the one that I'm thinking of. That is the last one, Yogs 5 over on Periscope. So good try, good try. Let's have a look here. Newcastle's form is they've had 1 defeat in the last 7 Premier League matches. So I think somebody did say they're in pretty good form. They are in pretty good form. They've got 35 points out of the 31 games so far. So I think most people are saying that Newcastle are safe. They're 7 points above the Premier League relegation zone, which we know can change in a couple of games. But I think 35 points, I think they feel they're safe. I've seen Claude Puel's comment saying that he's hoping Newcastle play a little bit like Brighton did, with not so much fear, and that they just they come out and give it a bit of a go at Leicester. They've not got so much to lose. So Puel is predicting that Benitez is going to set the team up and that they're going to come, maybe have a go at Leicester, and quite rightly so they should. Andreas is saying must be Filbert Street, but not sure. Andreas, you are right. It is at the Filbert Street era. Can you guess what year it was? I'll give you the score. They came and beat us 2-1. 2-1. I'm not absolutely sure if it was one of those seasons they got promoted. Maybe not. It was in December in a year. So I'm looking for a year. It was pre-King Power time. Can anybody guess the year? Very simple. Yogs 75 again is saying, is it when Shearer booted Lennon maybe? I'm not sure it is that year. I do remember that. I was in the old Carling stand when Alan Shearer allegedly, although we all saw it, booted Neil Lennon in the head. Carlos says, hello mate, yes, Newcastle are probably safe. We are going for Europe now. Come on, you Blues. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Leicester going for Europe. That's what everybody thinks. We've got a chance of that. And interestingly, I think we are 3 points behind Burnley, who are in 7th. I'm not sure. Can anybody remember? I haven't checked. Who are Burnley playing tomorrow? If you know who Burnley are playing, let us know. That'd be interesting. And then, obviously, a week on Saturday, I think it is, we go up to Turf Moor and we play Burnley, which could well be not a decider because there's a few more games after that. But Burnley away, it's got all the mix an ingredients for being a 6 point, hasn't it? So hopefully that's going to be one of those. Tony Cocking, hi Tony, great name, saying, was it on the telly? Can't remember. Good grief, can't remember yesterday, let alone whether the match was on the telly, but I remember the year. Keith Jays is saying, is Chilwell really a left back? Get your views in on Ben Chilwell. For me, it's start Ben Chilwell. I think he is the future. So we're clearly safe this season. Yes, we're going for Europe. So you could argue put Fuchs in, get us to Europe. But I think Ben Chilwell is the future, so I would put him in. If you can give us a bit of a like, if you're on Facebook and a share, if you're over on Facebook and Periscope, if you can retweet, that'd be brilliant. And share it again. If you're on YouTube, put some comments in as well. I can read out all your comments and keep them going there. Andreas Tomlin saying Watford away. That's who Burnley have got. Thanks, Andreas. I don't need any stats written down because Andreas and the guys will do that for us. Who do we think is going to score first tomorrow? That's our weekly competition. Predict who's going to be the first goal scorer and the correct final score. Mark Lawrenson has gone for Leicester to win 2-0. So the pundits are starting to go that it's going to be a Leicester win. Jamie Vardy's on good form, isn't he? I think that's who I'm going to pick for my goal scorer. That would be who I think is going to score. He scored, I think, 8 goals out of the last 10 matches for Leicester. He's starting to gun for Europe, isn't he? For the World Cup, for England. So Jamie Vardy scored a couple of good goals, scored well against in the England international break. Tony is saying, yeah, Watford v Burnley is Saturday. So's Warren, thanks that, guys. Carlos is saying again, Nick, Burnley away will be a majorly important game. Yog75 is saying, thinks that he loves Ben Chilwell and is a future captain of Leicester. Why not? Why could Ben Chilwell not be a future captain of Leicester? He's already captained England at under 21. Mind you, so's Damari Gray. What are your views on Damari Gray? I'm just reading my texts, and it looks like I've got a spare ticket for tomorrow. So maybe keep your eyes peeled for that. I might have a spare ticket that I can dish out for free. I'll let you know tomorrow morning. So anybody who's not got a ticket for tomorrow's match, I've got one spare ticket. There would be a problem. You'd be sitting with me. So if anybody's watching and maybe want that ticket, put it in the comments. Let us know. Be a free ticket, but you'd have to sit with me. So you'd have to listen to my slobber all match. So unlucky about that. Richard Wilson. Well done, Richard. Finally got the answer. Absolutely no prizes for you, Richard, but well done to you. When was the last time Newcastle came to Leicester and won? And the answer was December 1999, and that was, of course, at beloved Filbert Street. So well done to Richard, who got the question right. I've not seen many score predictions. We've got one here, Ibora and 2-0. That's from Yog75 over on Periscope. Thank you. Lee Clark, get your score predictions in. Thanks for all your great graphics. If you're not following Lee Clark on Twitter, do so. Got some great graphics coming in. Hi, Jamie. Jamie, 100% LCFC. Jamie, watching all the way from Alcudia. The Fox's Arms is open for business. We put some photos up there from earlier. It was sunny. Who doesn't want to be in Mallorca today? Mind you, it's pretty nice around here in Leicester today. Bit of sunshine finally. So Jamie is going to do his next 7 weeks worth of live post-match, after-match shows on a Sunday at about 6:30 UK time, 7:30 European time, if depends where you're living to watch the matches. So stay tuned for Jamie. It's not 10 o'clock on Sundays for the next few weeks, 6:30 on Sundays. The Fox's Arms is open. Get down there, have a beer, go and see Jamie. Follow Lee Clark, follow Jamie, follow the Fox's Arms. Andreas is saying 3-0 to Leicester with Vardy to score first. Carlos is saying here, am I the only one that thinks Ibora is an amazing footballer? He's packed with talent and I think he's going to be special. No, I don't think you are, Carlos. I think he is pretty special. I think he's our plan B, if I'm honest. I think he proved that last week. We've talked about it earlier on in the season, that Ibora could be plan B. He scored enough goals for Sevilla. I think he got 10 or 11 last season. Popped up, got a couple for us. He's a danger in the box. 10 minutes to go, we need a goal. We've got rid of Slimani, we've got rid of Ulloa. Why not put Ibora up front? Richard Wilson saying, I'm in Liverpool at the minute shopping with my teenage daughter. Richard, maybe shopping. Where are you? In Liverpool 1? Having a nice time in the sun up there? and you still managed to get the year right and got absolutely nothing for it, Richard. So well done for you. Just a pat on the back for being absolutely brilliant. Last few score predictions. If you can put in the comments below who you think is going to score the first goal and what the final score is going to be, that would be absolutely great, and we'll put you into the competition to win some pizza. Have I given you all the facts and figures that I scribbled down on here? I think I have, you know. I think that's it. We'll do a tactics show tomorrow morning where we'll pick the starting 11. There's going to be some big questions. I think the big ones we'll be thinking about there will be, is it going to be Ben Chilwell or is it going to be Christian Fuchs? Is it going to be Silva and Ibora in the middle of midfield? I think it's got to be, hasn't it? I don't think there's too much else there with Matty James out, Kingy on loan, and then Diddy suspended. I think it has to be Silva and Ibora, but we'll run through that tomorrow. Somebody put, could Chowdhury have a start tomorrow? Don't think I'd be too impressed if I was Adrian Silva. Signed 14 seconds late, missed half a season, been stuck on the bench since then, and still ending up not starting tomorrow. Goodness me. I guess the other one will be who's going to start up front for us tomorrow. Okazaki looked a bit lethargic, but after an international break, a few people have said he always does look a bit lethargic. So that's an interesting one. Richard saying it's currently raining in Liverpool 1. Well, it is shopping, so at least you're watching this, Richard. Surely you're getting told off for watching this, or you're having a little break. Yeah, get your score predictions in. Join us tomorrow morning. We can pick the team about 10, 11 o'clock. I'm not quite sure yet. Like I say, thanks everybody who's been watching on Facebook. If you can give us a like on Facebook, if you can share this on Facebook, that would be absolutely brilliant. Thanks everybody who's been watching on Twitter and Periscope. Lots of people watching on Periscope, which is great, and Facebook. So if you can retweet us, share us, like us, heart us over there, and a few people on YouTube, which we haven't done too much on recently, but we are going to be doing a lot too. Last couple of score predictions. Carlos says 3-0 to Leicester with Mahrez first goal. I'll see you tomorrow. Can't wait for the game. I'm Premier League deprived. Yeah, we've all been missing it. Thanks for all those likes that are coming in. Really appreciate that. We'll be down the Blues Bar at about 1:45, 2 o'clock doing some live videoing. Come and see us then. Come on camera or come up to us when we just stood around. We don't bite. We just want to have a chat. We want to talk football. Come and say hello. And more importantly, perhaps, come and see us straight after the final whistle. Again, outside the Blues Bar. We want lots of fans' comments live straight after the match. If we're chatting, just come up to us and tell us what you thought of the match. Hopefully you're going to tell us what a great game it was, how well Jamie Vardy did, how Mahrez did. But if it was a bad game and you're upset at what's gone on, come over. Give us your views. Keep your language clean. Richard's saying this is Leicester City, definitely more priority than shopping. Yes, well done, Richard. Thanks everybody who's been watching. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for all the shares. I'll see you tomorrow morning for the team selection show about 10 o'clock. See you then. Keep it 100% LCFC.